This video has been brought to you by my book, Play the Dragon Volume 1, The History of Dragon Ball Video Games. Check it out in the description below.
Our gaming sessions turn to Stardust. After 100 years, our foe Dio comes back to play. All our heroes now must go face him in a game that races against all of time. Now we gotta go and triumph as we give Dio his karma, and we shine in platinum. Stand up, stand up, summon your stand to fight. Alright now, alright now, alright now, fire like a bullet. Break you down, break you down, break you down, until we win the game. The game is done as we stand proud.
Welcome to Awesome Video Game Memories, where we talk about awesome memories about video games. I'm Ryan, and the game we're going to be talking about today is JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, aka JoJo's Venture, aka Hertiage for the Future, for the, PlayStation, Arcade, and Dreamcast. So JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Hertiage to the Future was originally an arcade game released by Capcom back in 1998. Then it received an upgrade in 1999 calling it Hertiage to the Future, and then it came out for the PlayStation and the Dreamcast. Now I remember when this game came out on the PlayStation, my friends were like, "Have you played that JoJo's Bizarre Adventure game?" I was like, what the hell is JoJo's Bizarre Adventure? Sounds bizarre. Now back in the late 90s, early 2000s, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure had more of a cult following thanks to the scanlations that were going around with the manga, and also there was the 1993 and 2000 OVAs, which are very, very hard to find nowadays. Well, you can actually get the first part of it easily, but then the second part is a little more expensive because, Dio was reading the Quran and they had to recall it for, religious reasons or something. So naturally, when JoJo's Bizarre Adventure exploded here in America in the 2010s, I was like, I gotta play this game now. I remember this game, and oh boy, this game is not very, very cheap to get. But I'll talk about that later. And I'm pretty much going to call this game JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Hertiage to the Future for most of the review. So JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Hertiage to the Future is a fighting game developed by Capcom using the CPS3 engine they used in Street Fighter 3. So imagine all of your favorite JoJo characters from Stardust Crusaders in Street Fighter style. Oh my god, this is amazing, this is amazing. Like, we get to play JoJo Street Fighter style. So, you can just use your quarter circle forwards, your back circle forwards, your yoga flames and stuff like that, and do all the JoJo moves. I always wanted Capcom to make a Dragon Ball Z game, but Capcom making a JoJo fighting game? It is pretty well known that the developers at Capcom are really, really huge JoJo's Bizarre Adventure fans, and it really shows in this game. Like, you have awesome graphics that look really close to the series, and then you have the awesome looking character sprites that look like Darkstalkers, but JoJo style. And you get a wide variety of characters to play as, not just Jotaro and his friends. You actually get to play as the villains too, including Dio. And each character does have their own unique ending, so if you actually beat the game with Vanilla Ice or Alessi or any of the villains, you get to see them overthrow Dio and take over the world. And besides the one-on-one fighting mechanics you know and love from the Capcom games, you can actually activate your stand with the press of a button, and you get to use a lot more moves extending your range. So if you're Polnareff, you can use Silver Chariot to expand your range. And I am going to talk about the exclusives released for the PlayStation and the Dreamcast. Now, the PlayStation has Super Story Mode, which does follow the events of Stardust Crusaders almost to a T. A couple of things are missing, but most of Stardust Crusaders is there. And yes, you can actually beat the game as my pal Iggy. Yeah, Iggy, you get your own ending in this game. Isn't that cool, Iggy? And Super Story Mode isn't exactly just about the one-on-one fights. You actually get some mini games in between the fights. Like, you actually get a lot of QTE games, and you actually get the Battle Derby in poker, so make sure you kind of learn your poker rules. And there's actually the battle where you fight Inyaba's stand, and you actually get to fight a zombie army using the fighting game engine, and you have to fight several zombies before the round is over. And there is a mini game where you have to locate one of Dio's henchmen with the sun, and there is also another mini game where you have to use Hierophant Green and Silver Chariot to go inside Joseph's brain to actually get rid of the stand inside, and it's actually a bit of a shooter game. And when you get into Dio's mansion, you get to fight Darby in a racing game. And yes, there is a little racing game in this game, but it's actually more of a QTE. And the QTEs kind of start off a little easy at first, but then by the time you get over to Dio's mansion and fight Darby, yeah, the QTEs get a little difficult here. But luckily, you do get to save your game in between rounds, so you don't have to do it all in one go. And unique to the Dreamcast version is Alessi mode. And Alessi mode actually lets you play as the childlike versions of your favorite characters, and it's pretty interesting, and I highly recommend checking it out. And also by playing arcade mode and Super Story mode, you get to unlock stuff in the gallery, which gives this game a lot of replay value, so make sure you unlock everything. So guys, in my opinion, I think this is hands down the best JoJo's Bizarre Adventure game that's ever come out. Not only do we have all of our favorite characters from the Stardust Crusaders series, it has awesome fighting gameplay, awesome fighting mechanics, you get to use your stands, and if you have the home versions, there's Super Story Mode, which retells the story with a lot of minigames, and if you have the Dreamcast version, you have Alessi Mode, and this game has a ton of replay value, and it's so awesome to play through arcade mode and see all the different endings. Like, you can see what happens if Iggy wins. See, if Iggy actually survives and beats Dio, yeah, Iggy! And you can also beat arcade mode with my personal favorite JoJo, Joseph. Yeah, I know Joseph already had his time to shine fighting the Pillarmen in part 2, but you know, why not give Joseph a chance to actually beat Dio where Jonathan couldn't beat him? And also, the biggest problem with this game is it's very expensive. Like, holy crap, this game is expensive. You know, either the US Dreamcast or PlayStation version is gonna cost you into the triple digits, although the Japanese version isn't that expensive. But yeah, if you want the US version of this game, it did come out in HD back in 2012 on the Xbox 360 and the PS3, but the problem is Capcom lost the JoJo license to Bandai, so these games have been discontinued and you can't get them anymore, which really sucks. So you're gonna have to be spending a lot of money to get this game if you want a legit copy. Well guys, that ends this episode of Awesome Video Game Memories.
Well, Raimo, you thought you were doing a regular review, but it was me, Rio!
It's you! You're back, Rio!
And I'm here to challenge you to finally defeat you and get my revenge.
Well, I'm gonna challenge you to a match to show that the Joestars will always triumph over evil.
Useless, 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 useless! Muda, 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 muda! Ora, 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 ora! You dare mock me?
You wanna know why you lost, Rio? Because you me off. And that ends this episode of Awesome Video Game Memories about JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Heritage to the Future. Ora.
Yes, 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 yes. All the old gaming consoles, now they do the game dance, don't you know? If they play too quick, oh well, yo, they're playing down like a domino. All the gamer men on the mild place the money on a bet. Lost crocodiles, whoa, wayo, they snap the teeth on your life bar. Gamer ties with the hookah pipe say wayo, 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 wayo. Play like an Egyptian. Blonde gamer girls take their games, they play around and they cross the world. They got the moves, oh wayo, you play their game and they give you more. All the young kids so sick of school, they like the games and the console brand. When the buzzer rings, oh wayo, they're playing like an Egyptian. All the games in the marketplace say wayo, 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 wayo. Play like an Egyptian. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure to check out these other videos, and also make sure to follow me on social media and check out the official Battle Geek Plus website. Take care.